Alright, hey everybody, Gundy here. I am back in NHL 13, and I'm also back in Be a GM mode. After my incident with Ducks Fly Together, I did decide this morning that I was going to start a new one. I wasn't going to continue on in the Ducks Fly Together mode. I just don't think I'd be able to do everything I want to with 2 years left for a random team. But yeah, so we're going to start a new one here today. As you can tell by the title, you'll probably see that the team that I'm going to be picking is the Minnesota Wild. We're going through here at the start. That can stay up. Turn fighting up just because. Assistant coach edits lines. No. GM firing on. We'll keep that on. If it happens again, it happens again. CPU trades on, waivers, everything. 5 years again. Retired jerseys on. Let's do this. Gotta rename my guy quick. Put it on hard skill level, and salary cap is on. Here we are, 5 years. We're gonna see if we can win the cup at least once. Twice would be great. 3 times would be fantastic. But yeah, so let's jump into it. But first and foremost, just like the last one, we've got to turn injuries off. It's just too much to deal with, especially if it's on Superstar. I just feel like there's going to be more injuries. If you want to bitch about it in the comments, you can bitch. The fact of it is, I'm not going to play with injuries on in this one. So yeah, so let's check our lines and everything. I do have a couple trades that I'd like to do. Let's just go. I'll start working on trades, and I'll show the ones that do go through, all in like a little 10-12 second thing. So yeah, enjoy the trades. Here we go. Alright guys, so that's all the trades that I made, plus I offered a goalie free agent who was drafted by the Wild, but for some reason is not in their system. A contract. I guess here's a rundown of all of them. Healy to the Devils for their first round pick, plus Steven Gianto, whatever. Bouchard to the Lightning for their first rounder. Prosser plus for Scuderi. Konopka plus for Saku Koivu. Mike Rupp for Nick Schultz. And the rest of these were just prospects to clear out contract spots and to get some draft picks in return. So yeah, that is all the trades that I've made. Let's check the lines for you guys. We got Parise, Koivu, Coyle, Zucker, Cullen, Pominville, Saku Koivu on the third line left wing with Granlund at center with Setaguchi, Mitchell, Brodziak, Clutterbuck rounding out the fourth line. And then we move to defense. We got Suter with Brodin, Nick Schultz with Tom Gilbert, Rob Scuderi with Jared Spurgeon, and then goalies, Backstrom, Harding. And that's the team we're going to run with for this year. If we have to make any changes, we will. We got quite a bit of cap space left to play with. Um, if we need to make a trade, we shouldn't have an issue doing so. But yeah, so let's sim through the preseason, and we'll get to the beginning. So one sec. All right, guys. So here we are at the beginning of the regular season. I'm gonna do the same thing I did in Ducks Fly Together. Each season's gonna be 3 parts. Episode 1 is gonna have the first 41 games of the year simmed through. We'll see how we do. Episode 2 is going to be the last 41 games of the season, plus the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, if we make it to the playoffs, and then round 2. Episode 3 will be the 3rd round and 4th round of the playoffs, if we make it that far, plus the off season, so the draft, free agency, all that kind of thing. We're going to do 5 years. Hopefully we can get through all 5 years in this one. So let's go start simming. We'll see how we go. See how we do. Whatevs. Alright, so after the first 6 games, we have a 2-4 record. So far, not looking good. Hopefully we can turn this around before it gets too bad. Putting in Josh Harding. We'll see how he does for the 3 or 4 games. Yeah. Alright, we just put in Backstrom again because we're about to play the Penguins. 20 games in, we have a record of 9-9-2. Currently 8th place in the West. Hopefully we can start winning a lot more games. We got nobody. Oh, Parise, top 8 in assists, but not top 8 in points. Hopefully we can keep winning. So we'll sim up to here, see how Backstrom does. Oh, and we lose in regulation to the Penguins. And we lose in either overtime or a shootout to the Blackhawks. And we win 4-1 against the Avs. Let's swap goalies. I don't like to play goalies on back-to-back days. That's just me. But yeah. So we'll just go up to here quick with Harding, see how we go. I don't know why I keep saying that. See how we do. Jesus.
This is gonna feel real good, alright? Most dope. Everybody please put a thumb in the air.
Alright guys, as we approach the last game of this video, so in the first 40 games, we have a 22-15-3 record. Parise straight beastin'. How many points is that? I can't even do math right now. Has 42 points in 40 games, leading the team. So far we are 6th in the West. So in a playoff spot, we do have a 7-point lead over the Oilers in 9th place. So we are comfortably sitting in a playoff spot. We could definitely get up more points. But yeah, so we'll sim this last game using the action tracker. Yeah. What do you guys think? So far so good, or should I make a major trade, see if we can't push ourselves over the edge? There's really only one other person that I think I'd want as of right now. I'll see how I feel in the next episode. But yeah, what do you guys think? Was it a good decision to pick the Wild in the first place? I know I've done 2 of my favorite teams now. Should I have picked somebody else? I know a couple of you said do the Leafs. I think one of you guys said do the Predators. That would have been interesting, but oh boy, Anaheim has tied it with 3 minutes to go. Looks like we're heading to overtime. Oh, and they win 30 seconds in. Andrew Cogliano. So at least we get a point for that game. And that wraps up our 41st game of the season. So let's check out everybody's stats, see how everybody's doing. See if we got to boost somebody. And by boost, I mean trade them, probably. 43 points for Parise, 36 for Pominville, 30 for Koivu. Koivu could definitely have some more points. 21 for Suter. So on pace for 42 points. Not bad. Could be better. Cullen, Gilbert, great job. Setaguchi could be a little bit better, but he is playing on the third line. Let's see. Zucker could step it up. Same with Coyle. Coyle's playing top line, only has 9 points. Granlund, third line, has 7. Scuderi's got 2, but he's a defensive defenseman, so that's okay there. Who's got the most goals? Pominville, Parise, followed by Koivu. So good there. Let's check out the goalies. Harding and Backstrom goals against, pretty good. Save percentage, pretty good. 3 shutouts for Backstrom, 2 for Harding. No points for either of them, but that's okay. So far, I think we're doing pretty good, guys. Like I said, I'll see how I feel in the next episode, whether I want to make a trade or not. I think I'll ride this season out, but then again, I might feel like making a deal. But as for now, I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, peace.